guys, just a guy in tech here, and this right here is the brand new Google Pixel 4a. It's been 4 weeks now since I unboxed and started using the Pixel 4a as my main phone, and there's so much to talk about this phone. In today's video, I'll be going over the build quality, the form factor, the display, the camera, the processor, and the battery life this Pixel 4a has to offer. And I'll also let you know what you'll be missing out on this budget-friendly $349 Pixel 4a, and hopefully by the end of this video, it'll help you decide if the Pixel 4a is something that you should be interested in. Probably the first question that you would have is, why should I be interested in this phone when the OnePlus Nord and the iPhone SE are already good budget-friendly phones? To give you guys a heads up, the best selling points for the Pixel 4a are the amazing, insanely good cameras, the price tag of $349, the small form factor, and the clean Android software. So without any delay, let's start off with the design and the display. The whole theme of Pixel 4a is keeping things simple. It comes in only one color, that's the Mystic Black, and it also comes in only one configuration, that is with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 GB of storage. So for $349, you're getting 128 gigs of storage, which is really good. The Pixel 4a features a polycarbonate unibody design, which basically means you have a plastic body design, which actually doesn't feel cheap and feels nice in the hands. The Pixel 4a has a full-screen 5.8-inch OLED Hole Punch display with a resolution of 1080 by 2340, which basically means you have a 1080p screen. The always-on display is really good, and I had no problem with the 1080p OLED screen, and I never missed the flagship AMOLED display on this $349 Pixel 4a. The Pixel 4a also features a physical fingerprint sensor at the back of the phone just below the camera. The fingerprint sensor can be used to unlock the phone. The fingerprint sensor, which Google calls as the Pixel imprint, is easy to set up and it's really fast. You can also put up a swipe down feature where you swipe down on the fingerprint sensor to access all your notifications. The stereo speakers at the bottom of the phone are really good and they do justify the price tag. The Pixel 4a also features a 3.5mm headphone jack at the top and a teal shade power button to the side, which really adds a good look to the phone. The Pixel 4a is not water or splash resistant. Probably the best part of the whole Pixel 4a design is the small form factor and the weight of the phone. The Pixel 4a just weighs 143 grams, which is super light compared to today's flagships. I switched to the Pixel 4a from a OnePlus 6T, and now I really don't want to go back to the OnePlus 6T due to the weight. The small form factor of the Pixel 4a is really perfect for one-handed use. I can access my notifications by swiping down from the top part of the screen, and the best part, I can take pictures or type text without using both the hands, which I really can't say for today's flagships like the Note 20 Ultra or the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The bezels on the Pixel 4a have been reduced a lot when you compare it to the Pixel 4 to give you a much larger, uninterrupted 5.8-inch OLED screen. The Pixel 4a is also equipped with Gorilla Glass 3, so you do have a fair bit of protection. Personally, I use my phone for gaming and watching videos on Netflix, and that's the only area where I really miss the larger displays. But for people who wanted a small form factor Pixel 4a, this Pixel 4a does deliver that, giving you a larger display. If you ask me why I should buy the Pixel 4a, I would tell you only one reason: for the pictures that this Pixel 4a camera takes. The Pixel 4a features a 12.2 megapixel dual pixel rear camera and an 8 megapixel wide-angle front-facing camera, which uses the same optically stabilized Sony sensor which Google has been using since the Pixel 3. So you'll be wondering as to how Google achieves to take stunning images if the sensor remains the same, and that's where the software comes into picture. The Google software is what makes the camera really good, and that's why almost all Android users download Gcam on their phones. Google Pixel 4a also supports portrait modes on both the front and the rear facing cameras. The images from the Pixel 4a are really amazing. The color tones are spot on, the details are sharp, and the contrast won't disappoint you. Here are a few photo samples from the Pixel 4a, and you can easily say that these pictures are as good as the ones from the iPhone 11 or the Samsung S20 or the Pixel 4 XL, all of which retail for at least $400 more than the price tag of the Pixel 4a. The one feature where the Pixel 4a completely crushes its competition, that's the iPhone SE and the OnePlus Nord, is its ability to take photos in low light condition. Hands down, there is no other phone under the $600 price tag that can take better photos at night than the Pixel 4a. The night mode is super impressive, and the Pixel 4a also features astrophotography mode. So on a clear night, just take the Pixel 4a out and get beautiful shots of the beautiful night sky. The Pixel 4a's rear camera can shoot videos up to 4K at 30 frames per second, and the front-facing camera can shoot videos at 1080p. As much as I love the pictures from the Pixel 4a camera, I really can't say the same thing about the videos. The videos are just okay, and I really wish the videos had a much better quality as I'm someone who shoots a lot of videos using a smartphone. I really wish Google had given us an option to select more frame rates and even added a bit more stabilization to the videos. Also, the Pixel 4a doesn't support telephoto lens or wide angle lens, but that's really okay considering the price tag of $349. But for $349, the Pixel 4a delivers a stunning camera that can take amazing photos in daylight and even more super impressive photos in low light conditions. The Pixel 4a camera will certainly not disappoint you. Some sacrifices do need to be made to get the price down to $349, and Google chose to make the sacrifice with the Pixel 4a processor. The Pixel 4a runs on Snapdragon 730G, which is certainly not the fastest processor in the market. And when you compare it to the iPhone SE, which runs on the fastest processor, that's the A13 Bionic, you'd certainly feel that the Pixel 4a is really slow. But that's not the case. The 730G, when combined with Google software and the 6 gigs of RAM, makes sure that the Pixel 4a is really fast. The Pixel 4a handles apps like Call of Duty, PUBG, and even editing softwares like Premiere Rush and Lightroom with ease. It's really good for everyday use, and I never faced any lagging issues on this phone. The Pixel 4a will also receive at least a minimum of 3 years of software updates. And don't be disappointed with 3 years of software updates, as even the $2,000 Galaxy Fold 2 has been promised only 3 years of software updates. That's just how Android works. So the processor is really good for everyday use, and don't be worried about the updates because this Pixel 4a is already running on the Android 11, so you will receive the timely updates. The battery life is probably one of the biggest improvements the Pixel 4a has received over the Pixel 4. The Pixel 4a features a 3140 mAh battery, which is really sufficient for an average typical phone user. I've been using the Pixel 4a for over a month now, and with an average screen time of 5 hours, which includes gaming and watching videos on Netflix, it did last me throughout the day, so I'm certainly not disappointed with the battery life. The Pixel 4a also supports fast charging and comes with an 18-watt fast charger in the box, which charges the Pixel 4a through the USB-C connection from 0 to 100% under 90 minutes, so it's really good for a quick charge. I also did play a video on loop in AirPlay mode at half brightness, and the Pixel 4a did last me around 11 hours 40 minutes, which is really good. The Pixel 4a doesn't support wireless charging, and I really wish Google did add the wireless charging for the Pixel 4a. But rest assured, the Pixel 4a will not let you run to the charger every 6 hours. The battery life is decent, and it does justify the price tag of $349. So now, let's sum up the negatives of the Pixel 4a. The Pixel 4a lacks wireless charging, it doesn't run on the fastest processor, and the video quality is just okay. But that's really okay for the price tag of $349. For $349, you're getting a Pixel phone which has a 5.8-inch OLED Hole Punch display, which looks really good, a camera system that takes pretty dope pictures, and the clean Android software. For $349, that's something that's really good. When you're buying a Pixel phone, you're investing into the camera, the software, and the whole experience of the Pixel phone. So do keep this in mind when you're buying the Pixel 4a. Also, before you go get the Pixel 4a, do note that Google just announced the Pixel 4a 5G, which retails for $499. For $499, you're getting a slightly larger display, a slightly better processor that supports 5G, and an upgraded camera system that supports the ultra-wide lens. So if you're okay to shell out $150 more, go get the Pixel 4a 5G. But do note that the Pixel 4a 5G won't be available until the last week of November. So to sum up the review of the Pixel 4a, a lot of people just need a phone that's reliable and gets the job done. And this Pixel 4a does just that. It keeps things simple and does it at a very low cost. So that's my Pixel 4a review. I really hope this lets you decide if the Pixel 4a is right for you. Do let me know down in the comments what do you feel about the Pixel 4a, and if you had a choice between the Pixel 4a, the iPhone SE, and the OnePlus Nord, which one would you choose? All the links related to this video will be down in the description. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and stay safe. Peace.